Hello. It started before I was ready. Hello, YouTube. And I am on my computer webcam. And we are in Tellico Plains, Tennessee.
Yep.
So
running by the seat of our pants.
Yeah. This is all very last second thing. I just got my dessert for dinner. We had a lengthy day. Let me tell you, it's been a long one. We drove the Tail of Dragon 3 times. We drove all sorts of other roads around here. And we just were scrambling to finish up dinner and get some beer. So, yes, very good. Tyler's here.
Yep. I'm all sweaty because I am all sweaty.
I mean, it's humid out. And it's been raining
All day.
Well, half the day.
It's
the morning.
Sprinkled throughout. But.
It's sprinkled. The morning was like not the greatest conditions, but anyway. So if you didn't know, we're on our way to Pittsburgh. So we'll be in Pittsburgh tomorrow. We're going to the GT40 reunion. We're bringing my GT40, and the goal is to potentially try and fly from an undisclosed location. I can tell you where we're at. We're at the Tellico Lodge in Tellico Plains, Tennessee. Good luck getting here.
Yeah, you have an hour and a half.
Oh, well, other people are going to be showing up. Yes, we'll talk about the ZR1 in just a minute. We'll talk about that too.
And the Ferrari hypercar.
What? Oh, yeah, they've been unveiling that thing here and there. So, yeah, we decided it was only a 1-hour detour to come to the Tail of the Dragon.
Oh.
What's that?
Never mind.
Oh,
it's always closed.
They're already closed?
Everything's closed.
It's only 8.
9. Be a masochist?
Well, he did ride in the GT40 for. We didn't drive the GT40 up here, to be clear.
Yeah,
we trailered it.
We traded off. We each did about
about half.
Yeah, tank and a half of fuel.
Yeah,
each.
So, no, we did both about close to tank fuel because it was about 4 Phillips.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But we drove the GT40 most of the day today. We also have Steven, if you guys...
Carrie snuck in.
Yeah, and Carrie,
come back!
Carrie drove down his Spider RS, Porsche Spider RS. It's just called the Spider RS, right?
Yes.
And then
just very fun to drive.
9,000 RPM with a GT3 RS engine and a Porsche Cayman Spider, basically.
Glorious.
Glorious.
To be driven and to drive.
And then Steven drove down his Lamborghini Gallardo Superleggera. So, yeah, we had some cool cars, hit some really cool roads. It was actually, we were saying, if you do the Tail of Dragon, usually there's a lot of traffic. There was almost no traffic, say, because of the rain.
No cops.
No cops.
Ghost
town. Awesome. It was fantastic.
Yeah, the Spider S is pretty cool.
The Spider RS is sick.
Oh, hey, Cheryl.
Cheryl, hello. Yeah, you've been missing. what else is going on? So anyway, yeah, we're driving up to Pittsburgh tomorrow to go to the GT40 reunion. Just us two. These guys are go back home. But it was pretty cool. It was last minute stuff. Like I literally like called Kerry. I was like, "Hey, care to go do the Tail of the Dragon?" He's like, "Yes." And then same thing with Stephen. I'm like, "Hey, we're gonna be heading your way. Want to do the Tail of the Dragon?" He's like, "Yes." So, how was it in the rain? It's a little sketch in the rain, admittedly.
But it got the traffic down.
The traffic was near
Right
zero.
away. Yeah.
I mean, the Tail of the Dragon, you're really not going that fast.
Yeah.
Like I would say like there's some straightaways where maybe I hit like I don't know, like 80, maybe 90.
That's
But-
rough. That's hard.
But that was like brief moments. Most of it you're going like I want to say 40 to 50. And then some of the corners you're only doing like 25, 30.
Yeah, 25, 30. Those long hairpins.
Yeah, like there's a lot of hairpin turns. There's a lot of off camber hairpins.
Mostly second gear.
Yeah.
Honestly, in the GT40, I pretty much just threw it in second gear and just kept it there.
Yep.
And then once in a while, I would shift to third, and then immediately go back to second.
Yep.
And yeah, the GT40 is not ideal. It yeah, it scraped a lot. It bucks a lot. So if you've never experienced an old muscle car with a big camshaft, so when you get in the low RPMs and it's extremely pronounced. Oh, don't worry, you're fine. No one sees it as a you. We have other people here, but they don't want to be a part of this. They're spectators. If you're in a muscle car, old muscle car with a big camshaft and carbureted engine, they buck when they're in low RPMs. Like it goes doop, 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 and it like surges and whatever. It's not so bad when your car weighs 5,000 pounds. When your car only weighs 2,300 pounds, it literally propels the entire car backwards and forward. It feels like you're being like it's like being in a shaker.
Yeah.
And so the whole car does that. And there's a lot of corners where you're coming around the corner, you keep it in second gear, and you get all the way down to like 1,500 RPM. And that engine does not like 1,500 RPM. So it's like, and the whole car's going, and you're shaking like crazy. It's just.
And then in the wet, yeah.
Yeah, in the wet. And then, so the problem was I was so scared when it was raining that the engine braking was going to overpower the traction and cause me to spin off into a corner. So I was trying to keep it in as high a gear as possible to not have it be at a high RPM because I didn't want it at like 5,000 RPM because the engine braking at 5,000 RPM is really powerful, and that's enough to cause the tires to spin off.
Yep.
So
Even following you in the Super G, I had to brake when you weren't because the engine torque
yeah,
was slowing
yeah,
you down.
oh yeah,
Or
the engine
braking was,
braking on that thing
yeah.
is really powerful. I mean, again, it's a 2,300 pound car with a really big engine. It behaves very dramatically different than a lot of cars. So you caught COVID in Cleveland?
First time. 4
First
years
time. I'm impressed. That's
Congrats.
awesome. Good job.
I mean, sorry you got it, but congrats. It took 4
Yeah.
years.
So, yeah, that's what we've been doing all day is Tail of the Dragon. I don't know the names of the other
Yeah.
roads.
Cherry Hall Skyway.
Oh, Skyway.
Yeah.
We went to the
Was the moonshine?
Joyce,
Fontana.
Moonshiner 28. Joyce
What-
Kilmer.
What's the Fontana or
Fontana Dam.
Fontana Dam? That was really pretty.
Off
Yeah.
of Moonshiner 28.
What was the one where we went around and then came back around and you went under that?
We call it Racers Camp Road, but I don't know what the real name
That
is.
was, I think, the prettiest road.
Yeah. The vines and
Shout out to Istvan at Racers Camp.
Hope you feel better. Yeah, we hope you feel better, Cheryl. So, yeah. By the way, hopefully the connection's okay. We're at middle of nowhere, Tennessee, on hopefully okay internet.
Yeah. It speed tested well.
It's speed tested well, yeah. So, tomorrow we get up really early and drive another 9 hours.
Earlier than I went to.
Yeah. And then we go to the GT40 reunion and the like vintage racing, whatever thing. and then we do that Friday, Saturday, and then half a Sunday, and then we're heading Sunday to his house, Carrie's house, and then from there back to Austin.
Bombing down to Austin. Yeah.
It's a lot of driving.
A lot of driving.
Ugh, it's awesome.
That caught up real quick.
Did they leave the light on for you? What do you? Yes. We got here late.
The dude was here.
Connection's good. Okay.
Cool. Not only did he leave the light on, he showed us the entire property.
Yeah, but
10:30.
we got here later than you, and he walked us through the whole process.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place.
Honestly, so we've been debating, in light of the. Oh, I think I mentioned this. We canceled the tour of Colorado, so it's in. Yeah. Where is the GT40 built? I believe it's in South Africa. Yeah.
Super performance.
Super Performance, and it's the chassis is built there.
And then it gets finished here.
Well, the chassis and the body,
Mhm.
they ship it to the U.S. and then they add the transmission and engine and I think electronics and stuff. So, but anyway, so because the tour of Colorado was canceled, we've been talking about this experience and how this has been really fun. We might do something like this in the future, but the thinking is, I'm done. Like I'll be honest, because we canceled the tour of Colorado, I'm never organizing any sort of event like that again. It's over. That's it. that was its last hurrah.
Yeah.
I couldn't get anyone to sign up to make enough money to actually make it worthwhile. We were we were 3 people short, which means I was potentially going to lose $30,000. So I'm not going to do that. So we canceled the tour. Everyone's got their money back except for one person. I got to send their money back tomorrow. Sorry.
You can give me their money.
Sure. Do you want Aaron to come kill you?
I mean,
He
if
would.
anyone would, I'd be happy that he did.
He would. I mean,
I'll drive it down there personally.
Okay, sure. So, in light of that, we were discussing during this. What we might do is say, hey, we're going to go to this hotel at this date or these dates, and if you want to come, book your own hotel room.
Yeah.
You're on your own. That way, I don't have to organize shit. We'll just say, hey, we're going to be there.
Meet up.
Yeah,
Meet up.
basically, and then people can sign up and
Yep.
or
No scheduled drives, no scheduled dinners.
you figure it out.
Figure it out.
We'll figure it out on the fly. That way, I'm not on the hook to entertain anyone. Everyone books their own thing. I'm not having to deal with their money.
Yeah.
It's just a bigger version of what we did this week.
Yeah, basically. So that's how this whole week came about. Is I was like, hey, I'm gonna go do this GT40 thing. I called Tyler and was like, hey, Tyler, are you bored?
Yeah, he literally said, "This is a long shot, but are you bored?
And how would you like to make a really long
Yeah.
road trip?
How do you want to drive to Pittsburgh?"
So he's like, yes. So then I'm like, ooh, Carrie's house is kind of on the route. So I called Carrie. Hey, Carrie, how are you doing? Could we crash at your house? And he's like, yes. And he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, we're doing this. Oh, we're going to go to the Tail of the Dragon. I'm in. Sweet. And then I'm like, Steven lives kind of close. I mean,
Close enough.
kind of. Like, it's only a day and a day drive or whatever. And so I'm
Just
like,
need an excuse.
Yeah, that's it.
right. So we called him up and he was like, I'm in. So from 1 person to 5 people in 2 phone calls.
Wow. That's awesome, Cheryl. Congrats to Jeff.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
What is it?
Her husband was competing in the World Championship Barbershop
Singing.
singing competition. His chorus won Westminster.
Hmm.
So I had to go for a couple days to support him. At least he won, so it was worth it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Damn.
I know he was big into singing. I did not know he was in Barbershop Quartet.
Did you check out the link I sent you? I get sent a lot of links every day. I probably did. I mean, I usually click
There's
on.
also no cell signal here. So,
So,
every
I don't
time
know.
we stopped and got Wi-Fi, all of our phones.
Oh man, yeah. I probably did. I don't know. To be honest, can you be more specific of what it was? Assuming you have max $300,000 to spend, what is the best car to buy in terms of performance, maintenance, reliability, and coolness. Assuming you have never owned a really nice car before, what do you buy? You can't buy that.
Yeah, really.
No, hey,
He
there's
stumbled into that.
there's 3 for sale right now.
Good luck.
2 at 260 and 1 at 310,
There you go.
300K?
and they're not going to go down.
I mean, I would say F8.
They're more than 300.
No. Sorry. Okay, a 488.
Okay. I was gonna say, yeah, F8s are still 400.
Sorry, I was thinking 488, but my brain's
Okay.
488.
Don't worry. Fred wants me to buy an F8, and I can't afford it. So.
Fred, just help him out.
Yeah. Well, sell me yours.
Fred, Cheryl, I was part of a barbershop quartet. I
Oh
worked
my
at
God.
Disneyland.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Where's the video, Fred?
Yeah.
I want
We need the
proof.
video.
Yeah. No video, it didn't happen.
You still have the outfit?
Candy stripers.
It was linked with the predictions or prophecy.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go with no. I don't know what that.
Are you okay with the F8 or the 488 for reliability and maintenance, I guess?
Yeah.
All right.
The later ones had turbo problems, right? But
Was the later ones?
I thought so.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I have VHS tapes.
I have a VHS player. Bring them next time,
H12.
Fred.
Bring him.
Sweet.
The H12s you can't get under 300 very easily.
Yeah.
You can get an F12 under 300.
F12 is awesome.
But I don't know if
Maintenance, reliability, those aren't.
the F12s are very.
But they throw belts and they have aluminum corrosion issues.
I mean, it's not super. Well, the throwing the belt thing, if it hasn't had the recall, is
Yeah,
like you will throw the
you
belt.
will. Yeah.
If you have had the recall done, that's fine. But yeah, there is like a weird corrosion issue on that car, like right at the B pillar.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Is there any issues with the GT3 RS motor in the Spider RS?
As far as I'm aware, no.
Not yet.
I see
Nothing's come out yet.
Good luck finding one.
Yeah.
3 right now for sale. It's a couple hundred
Can
miles
you
on.
edit the newer ECUs? You mean two?
On what?
What?
How high are you, Hugh?
Hugh? Yeah, come on. You just like come in like bull raging. Hey, edit these ECUs.
We're talking nice things about Porsche. You're
Yeah. You have Porsche fanatic here. You should be all happy. What's up, Deuce? Yeah. So I didn't see the unveiling of the ZR1, but yes, we were Googling it at dinner, and it looks impressive. I want one.
it looks like unusable power,
Good luck.
but
Smoke
impressive.
show?
Yeah.
Yeah, smoke show.
It's what I would have always dreamed of a couple years ago.
100%.
Just give me
Yeah.
more, give me more, give me more. But now I go, what are you going to do with it? How are you going to keep your license? What are you going to do besides pull out on the highway and you're instantly 150? And
Yeah.
how are you going to drive it on a curvy road?
That's what I was talking to Dan about with like bringing the McLaren here. Like, you're only going to be in second gear, so you're going to be managing your boost on these roads on a turbo car. Is it going to be fun or not?
I don't think the
I mean, you drove his car.
Oh, it's still going to be fun, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so the
but
question is the answer
different
to that
kind
question.
of fun.
The answer to that question is yes.
Yes, it'll be fun, but
Yes, it will be fun.
it's not the
But when you
car.
drop out of boost, it's going to suck.
Can the Porsche fanatic get me an ST at MSRP?
No,
Yeah, no.
God can't get you one.
So you're not God. All right, established.
No.
Anyone seen more?
Man ahead of my time.
When someone asks you if you're God, you say yes.
It's like you guys are riding a bus. Oh, because they're we're all dumb as hell. Oh my god. Okay. Anyone seen more Cybertrucks and C8s yet? Not yet. It's getting close.
No, we're trailing the GT40, so I did not drive up here in the McLaren.
Oh hell no, no.
Next time.
So I drive in here in a Super G. McLaren is like a Mercedes Benz compared to
Yeah.
a Super G.
Yeah, I've got soft suspension.
Soft suspension.
You should try the GT40.
I sat in the
I-
GT40. It's just as bad as the Super G.
Yeah. Actually, it is.
You have nice sidewalls on your tires.
I'll say honestly,
You got it,
most of
Brent.
the squishiness comes from the
From the
tires
tires.
because they're such balloony tires. But
Fred, you're buying the 430?
we were talking about that when we first got going today. I was like, man, could you imagine these dumbasses that buy these GT40s and put like low profile tires on them?
Oh,
Rattle
Ooh.
it.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Fred's buying a 430.
That's what he said.
What? Oh, he's been telling us he wants to buy a
He's
430.
working it out with Josh.
Oh, well, I mean, it's entirely possible. Sometimes Josh just calls me. He's like, hey, this happened. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
sweet.
okay,
Thank you.
sweet. Sweet. Good job, Josh.
Fred, it's a great car, man.
Thanks
You'll love it.
thanks for buying everyone dinner tonight. So you need
Yeah,
to
it's
sell that
fantastic.
430.
Oh, I have a credit card.
What credit card?
That credit card.
Fred,
You like dessert and the
This
credit
guy-
card?
Yes, that credit card.
Fred, you can buy it when your F8 has 2,500 miles on it.
Nice.
Hello,
Make,
Dan.
make an even 3,000.
Okay, let's go
yeah.
through.
Oh, I like this. A compliment. I want you to know that you and Josh are doing a great job with the channel. All the responses to comments, etc., are very much appreciated. Greetings from the Netherlands.
Oh,
Thank
sure.
you.
Yeah.
Hey, across the pond.
Thanks for joining us.
If you need a turbo or a supercharger, your engine wasn't built right in the first place.
That's not true.
I don't know about that anymore. Anyone going to Monterey? Sadly, no, not this year.
Maybe next.
Yeah.
Well,
Find me a
is-
way to go to Monterey.
Is
and
Casey
have-
going?
Oh, I think Casey
Casey might be going, Cheryl.
Casey might be going, but we are not.
Yeah.
But you've done it a couple times, right?
We've done it 3 or 4 times now. It might be 3. Can't remember.
You did the conversion.
We did it the first year with
Did
the
it last
where we rented the Jags.
Then you did the Mercedes G-Type.
We did G
That
Type.
was last year.
That was last year.
And then the previous year you brought out the
599.
converted.
We brought out the car. So I think 3 times. Yeah, 3 times. It is honestly one of my favorite. Dan, have you lost weight? Probably not.
Not after.
Show them your dessert.
Yeah. Mm,
Is,
Yeah, show me
it,
the
is it
circle.
more the advance or just more the cars you see even out just on the street and out and about being driven
what?
at Monterey? What I mean,
What about it?
like
Yes.
the events that they put on, or just the amount of
Oh,
cars?
you gotta
and
go.
just
You gotta go to
out
the
and about?
events.
The
You gotta go
whole,
to the
the
events.
whole
but
world changes. Like the economy cars are the Ferraris driving around.
seriously, you see everywhere you go,
Yeah.
there's like, oh, it's only a Ferrari.
Yeah.
It's when you're like, oh, there's a like in Hypersport and 2 Paganis and a Bugatti.
Yeah, there's a T50, one of the 20
Yeah, yeah.
T50s
Gordon Murray T50
Yeah.
sitting there. And you're like,
driving, not sitting there,
And-
driving
and
down the road.
Homeboy parked his F50 on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Because
you just
he
leave
can't.
your
left-
keys in your
left-
F8.
Honestly,
Because no one
yeah,
can-
no one's like, what kind of peasant takes this
Yeah.
shit? So it's insane. You've been, right? You have. What?
Next year, you're going.
Okay, so we're going next year just to bring you. Because,
It's
Yeah,
a whole
take it
different
in.
world. It's so insane.
so but the only thing is,
I'll go next year.
I will say, if we go again, you have to go to Coil,
yeah.
which is stupid expensive.
But
It's
I've
like-
got 4
you got
tickets
the
now, and
tickets.
you've got 4 tickets.
I won the lottery last time.
Right, that's how you got them.
Yeah.
Then you tried to get press ones, but that didn't happen.
I couldn't get the press thing because my YouTube channel's not good.
So you all need to like, share, and subscribe
That's right.
so that Dan can
You
get
can
free
get press
press
tickets and we can all go.
Yeah. So I think it was last year. It was $1,200 or $1,300 a ticket.
Yes, $12.95.
$12.95 per person.
But now that you're on the list, I'm on the list. We have 8 tickets at least.
Yeah, I think. Well, I didn't get them this year, so I don't know if they.
No, what? No, I got them. I got the email saying I could buy 4.
I know, but will we get that
Oh,
next year
because
because
we
we didn't
didn't
buy them
We
this
didn't
year?
buy 'em this year.
Yeah,
I don't know.
who
We'll
knows?
find out.
I assume you're on the list. You're on the list.
Well, so let's plan now to do. In fact, we need to rent a house
Now.
now,
Now,
like literally
Yeah, you're early.
this week
yeah.
for next year. It's that hard to get a place. Who's your buddy with the cool accent? Ask him GT4 RS or Spider RS, which they both have accents. He has an Indiana accent.
I
and
don't.
He has a
You
New
guys
York
do.
accent.
I would prefer the GT4 RS because I'm not a convertible
Agreed.
guy, and he absolutely loves convertibles. So that's really a preference. As far as performance, I think they're pretty much spot
Let me say this for the Spider RS at 115. There's less buffeting than the McLaren.
If you were happy
If you
go
ever
If you
happen to go that
there.
fast, because
In
you
Mexico.
would never do that on a public road. That's
And-
unsafe.
in a
In Mexico.
Yeah, in Mexico.
in a controlled environment
Yeah.
on a
On a
racetrack.
Or the tail dragon.
No, you couldn't hit that on the tail.
Or,
Yeah.
Couldn't hit that on the tail.
or near the tail dragon.
Near the tail of the dragon. Different story.
I've got an original OG 2017 F87 M2. Thinking of selling it. What would you guys say would be a reasonable step up in sports car ownership?
M2.
M2 to what?
430.
Oof, that'd be nice.
That would be.
That'd be a
nice.
great step up. Is it a manual? No, M2s didn't have manual. They did? Oh, okay. Is it a manual?
Yeah.
Other than another BMW.
GT4.
GT4.
Not
Yeah.
bad. Well, honestly, the GT. Well, it depends on which generation of GT4s, because the
718 GT4. Killer.
because the early ones
16.
were a little bit underpowered, in my opinion.
718 GT4.
All right. Fair enough.
Well, 17, definitely 718, but even the 16s I think would be okay because they still had red action.
Yeah, but I was
Man.
underwhelmed with that car.
Were you?
But the
Yeah.
problem is,
All right, well, you would
they
know
didn't
better.
hardly make any of those. They're still getting a premium, almost, and not much
Almost.
cheaper than
Yeah,
a
not
4-liter
true.
But he didn't give us a budget, so.
GT4.
Oh yeah, that's the problem.
You're not hardly any much.
Okay, so Pagani,
Yeah.
that'd be a
Pagani Chiron.
great step up.
Yeah.
Great step up from a
Koenigsegg.
BMW. Koenigsegg. Yeah.
CCX, the cheap one. Yeah.
430, realistically,
Yeah.
a Lamborghini Gallardo.
Oh,
would be
Guard
cool.
would be great.
Gallardo would be
Yeah.
Okay. Can I just say the Gallardos are currently, in my opinion,
so
the most underappreciated car. You can buy them for like $80-something thousand
Wow.
with like reasonable miles.
Reasonable miles, E-gear.
Yes,
E-gear,
definitely the E-gear.
Right.
But even the
But even if you
manuals,
found the manual.
the manual premium on a Gallardo is not
as
that
much
big.
as a Ferrari 430.
Yeah, they're only like so. Like
And they're pretty solid cars, I have to say.
if you had a
I think they did a
manual
job.
Gallardo, they're only like $20,000 more,
Yeah, like
maybe 30.
120.
Yeah.
You get
Which-
a nice one.
I mean, damn.
Did
Take
you
that.
see the ridiculous 430 that sold? What was it? Was that this week?
No, I didn't catch it.
Online?
What's
Manual? Like 4 something?
Was it?
What?
Well, obviously,
Yeah.
OEM, yeah.
It was 4 something.
It must have had really low miles.
It's crazy.
Oh shit! Shots fired,
Yeah,
Cheryl.
shots fired. Jeff's in the chat, man.
Jeff's here. Jeff's gonna have something to say about that.
Yeah.
Gallardo only if it's a Super Leggera. I mean, the Super G is
It's a badass car.
when you were driving in front of us today. Every time you go around a corner and just see it like going around, I was like, that really is like
Yeah.
for the Gallardo, perfect. Like the spec you have is perfect.
Yep. And then it lets out a fireball. And
Yeah,
both
and
of
then
us
you're
just
like,
giggle.
boom. It's like sweet.
Yeah,
Oh, damn.
He said re-geared manual GT4. Amen.
Mm-hmm.
That was a 430. It went for $430,000 because it was supposedly the last manual 430 come out from the factory.
Oh, it was the last one.
Ah,
So it had provenance.
And it's
Yeah.
no longer a car. I mean,
that's
it's-
dumb. It's now a collectible item.
You can't drive it.
Can't
use
drive
it.
it.
Can't.
Because you're going to ruin it. Anybody want another?
It's a good picture of the.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's what we were doing today.
There, finally.
Nice. How many crashes occur at the Trail of Dragon each year? Anyone know? I'm sure it's a lot.
A lot.
They had at one of the places we stopped at, they had like pictures of
The wall of shame.
the Wall of Shame. It was like,
shade and a tree of parts.
oh, the
Yeah.
Tree of Park.
Do we have
Tree
a picture
parts.
of that?
I took a picture of the
Yeah,
tree.
I got the tree.
Yeah.
Go online and look at Fail of the Dragon. It's
Fail of the Dragon.
and I mean it's something every week.
Oh, yeah. Those are all car parts.
Yeah, car and
attached to
motorcycle
a tree.
parts.
I find it interesting that it's almost more oriented towards motorcycles than cars,
Oh, yeah. It is.
Oh, they love it.
which is strange to me because, like, why aren't the cars appreciating this? Like, this is awesome.
I think the bikes. It's so tight the bikes have more fun.
It's
So
because they can carve the corner better than you can in the car.
Lay
That could be it. It's almost too slow for
It's
a car.
almost too slow for a
And so
car.
I mean, I think people
That's
think
true.
it's not going to be as tight as it is when they get
Yeah,
here.
it's
That's why I asked you today. I thought
Phil-
you said,
okay.
I didn't think it'd be so
Steve.
slow and tight.
Philip said, "Wow, Agardo's keeping up with the Spider RS." Talk about your experience.
I got my ass handed to me. There was no keeping up with him. The only reason I was close to him is because he went slow.
He was being generous.
When
And I've been consistently getting my ass handed to me by Porsche. So
when
They
I,
handle very
even when
well.
Kerry was nice enough to let me drive his car, we were down around the corners. We stopped, traded spots, and then waited a couple minutes before you guys showed back up. Like,
Well, to be fair,
oh, I know you.
To be
stopped and
fair,
waited for Steve.
I'm in a no.
You're in a
no-
car that's 40 years old.
No traction control.
Bullshit.
I'm in a 2,300 pound car which likes to hydroplane in the rain. Has no traction control, no ABS, no computers, no power steering, no power brakes, like tires that aren't happy in the wet.
No. Well, to be fair, Kerry was like, "Don't let it drop under 6,000 RPM." All right.
Don't
Like-
make it mad.
Yes, sir.
You see how he spins that around? On all the other times, he says it's a race car.
Yeah, it's a race
And
car.
then,
Guys.
hey,
I'm
this
working
is
my
just
ass
some
off.
old-
Yeah.
It's some old slow thing. Make up your
I
mind.
think it did pretty good.
I did pretty good.
I
You
mean,
even got, I mean, even in Tail Dragon, you had a nice steady,
Yeah.
right?
yeah, I had a
Good
good
time.
rhythm going up, especially by the end of the day when it started to dry up a
Oh,
bit.
dry out. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really that last return pass in the Dragon, I had a good stretch
That
where I
was
was
a good
just
one.
like really going pretty good.
Yep.
And that was probably like for me like the moment of like car driving zen, where you like just get in the zone.
Yep.
And everything just kind of fades away, and all you're doing is driving.
It took going up and then back down, getting used to the Super G again to be like, okay, I can push it through this corner, and all the
Mhm.
drive's going to pull me through.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, like Jonathan said, the guy looking at spin 300 could get a 458.
And a
And a Gardo.
But
Yeah. Oh, Dan, looking forward to meeting you Saturday if possible. A
Oh,
fan of your channel. Should be a lot of fun. Great weather. Yeah, dude, we're so happy that
Good
the weather
weather, good.
finally cleared up. Like when we first booked tickets, it was looking sketch as hell.
Yeah.
We clearly did not have quite that good of weather today, but that's all right.
It was the best because there's no
Well,
traffic.
it ended
To
up
take 2 hours of
I mean,
raining.
I think it worked out well. Like we
Yeah.
did half of the tail in drizzle, right?
Yeah.
And then we stopped. We did a break, and then it was pretty much stopped raining. It was wet still.
Yeah.
Then finished it. Then we went around, and then basically did 2 passes, pretty much dry.
It was
still
mostly
wasn't
dry.
too much
There's not hardly any traffic.
and hardly any traffic.
That's true.
So
The lack of traffic did.
it's huge.
It's
made it-
almost.
yeah.
It's almost like you want to try and plan it for a day that is going to rain part of the day.
Scare everybody away.
Have
Yeah.
rain, yes, and the cars did not melt, contrary to popular belief. They're still in one piece.
Yes.
I don't know.
They're dirty.
If you would have showed me a
Extremely
picture of my
dirty.
car before I came, I might not have showed up.
Yeah. I am still trying to sell a GT40. That's actually why we're going to the GT40 reunion. Is I'm going to park it at the GT40 special parking and put a sign in there for sale, and try and schmooze with other people who might be interested in GT40. My thinking is like people that signed up probably already own a GT40,
Mm.
so they probably aren't going to buy it, but they might have
They
friends.
know someone.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I want to chat up the people who already might own a GT40, and
This
they have a
one's
friend.
available,
Let them see it
Right, and
first.
say, hey, this one's a really nice example.
and it's been tail tested.
Somebody
Yeah.
has a super performance, may know somebody shopping for
Well, and
them.
like Super Performance is sponsoring the event,
Oh, awesome.
so I mean, like they're there.
Yep.
So no
Hey.
offers on the Firebird yet.
Somebody was wanting to spend 300, they could go to GT40.
Yeah,
There you
can
go.
easily
Yeah, that's a good
buy my
upgrade.
GT40 and you have a lot of money to spare.
Step up from the M2.
Oh yeah, I heard Canada has big fires.
Oh, really?
Yeah, again,
Again?
it's too bad.
Sorry,
Hopefully not in your line.
that sucks, man.
Now I'm Debbie Downer.
Yeah, I know, right?
Jeez.
Wow.
I just kind of sombered up everyone. Fires and shit. How much is a 2005 GT? Those are usually around 400. Depends on options, miles, and stuff. All 3 options.
Right.
Oh. What's he talking about? Oh, the early one?
No, the 05.
The 05,
Oh, that's the second one.
The second one, yeah.
the remake.
Has anybody driven one?
Yes.
Did you? Oh,
They're cool.
you like it?
Yes.
I haven't had a chance.
I mean, it's got the Cobra motor basically, but way better chassis and stuff. Cool. Side note: my brother designed the head gaskets on that engine.
Did he?
On the new GT?
No, on the 05.
On the 05.
Might see you guys in Pittsburgh. I'm not sure if I'll make it on Saturday, but if I do, I'll look for you guys. Cool. Yep, Saturday is the day we're gonna be there most of the day. We will only be there. Well, actually, we're only going to the GT40 dinner Friday night, and then Sunday we're only there until like noon, and then we need to head to his house because that's still like an 8-hour drive. How is it that far?
You're a long way from home.
It's only like 2 states away.
Dude, you're in my state, and I'm 24 hours away from you in Boston.
Yeah,
It's a haul.
Now, granted, you're on the other end of my state, and it's a big state, but
yeah. Is it really that big? How far is it?
Pennsylvania's long.
Well, the problem is
Yeah.
when you're comparing anything to Texas,
Yeah, when you compare it to
Yeah,
Texas, you could drive 10 hours.
you leave his house, yeah, you're 6 hours, you're still stopping at Buc-ee's in Texas.
That's
It's crazy.
Here they're at a no-tell motel in Tennessee. It's called the Teleco Lodge.
It's
Have you
actually
know?
very nice.
It's actually pretty cool. Regarding YouTube car channels, who's your favorites? Mine.
There aren't any other channels.
Anyone who says anything other than Normal Guy Supercar is banned. No, seriously though. Car YouTubers? I don't know if there's anyone who I'm like, oh, I have to watch this person. I think I like Cletus because I've met him. He's a genuine guy, and I think he's a fun person.
I like Ruby. I got
Oh yeah, actually, Hoobie's
Yeah,
a
I
really,
got to meet
in
him.
person. He's just a really cool guy.
He is.
What you see
Is what you get.
is what you get.
Oh, he is.
He's
He is
not fake.
exactly the same in person as he is on channel.
Yeah. It's
Absolutely.
100% real.
He's authentic. Yeah, I like Hoovie. I don't really watch his channel that much though. So that's why I would say his channel isn't my favorite because most of the cars he buys I don't give a shit about.
Right, his shtick.
His shtick is like I bought some crappy old car that I don't care about that I'm not gonna watch.
I respect Shmee. He works his ass
Respect the hell out of Shmee. Shmee is
off. Tim's
the hardest working YouTuber, period, in the car world. Tavares, I mean, I don't know.
I met him.
I've met him. He's all right. He's a nice guy. I mean, I don't really watch his channel that much.
It's just reviews, but I like watching Straight Pipes a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Straight Pipes. I've never
Yeah.
seen it.
They just do
Never
reviews,
heard of
but
it.
I really like those guys.
Yeah, they're solid.
Okay.
Matt Armstrong is positive.
I like Matt Armstrong, although he like came out of nowhere and just like boom, like
Yeah.
just
Oh, there you
blew
go.
up.
Brink of Speed. Yeah, yeah, shout out.
Yeah, Brink of Speed. Nice. Well, I mean, I like Brink of Speed probably the most because he's local and a friend at this point.
Yeah.
So
You get to collab with him a little bit.
yeah, so like we get to collab a couple times a year and see each other and stuff. So and in person, Mike is just a super
He is.
super nice guy.
Is he still
Also
like
very
the one CD he had a long time ago?
He's got
No,
the E-Ray,
he's got an E-Ray now.
Ah,
and he let me drive it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm sure he's got a 01 order in.
Oh.
yeah, ask him.
I don't know. That's
Text him.
I thought that was his plan. I thought he said that
did he?
when he had to order it for it. When I watched the channel, I might be wrong though, but I thought that was the plan.
I may have to text him and get the inside scoop.
I like watching Fred Daniele's channel, but there's only 2 videos. We keep waiting for the next one to drop.
Yeah. I don't like Royalty
Magic.
Exotics videos, but
In 4 years.
he's
Who?
good. He's a nice person in person.
Who is?
Royalty Exotics in Las Vegas.
Oh,
What's his name?
Uh,
what is his name? God.
I talked to him at Exotics on Broadway. He's a super chill dude in person.
I mean, I have his phone number. I should
Great.
know his name.
Yeah.
I'm stuck.
Shit. I'm sorry. I feel bad. Chris Fix, nice guy. He's actually really short. That was what surprised me about meeting him in person.
It's weird, like when you see people on video, you come up with a mental model of like how tall this
Right,
person
right.
is or what they
Oh,
look like.
I've had people come meet me in person and they're like, "Oh, you're way shorter than I thought." And I'm like, "I never said I was tall."
Actually,
but if I say someone's short, you're short.
Yeah.
Because I'm not tall.
Monica made this joke earlier, and so we were talking about it when I was driving the Super G. Like, I didn't have to change Steve's driving position.
Houston, that's his name.
Houston. Thank you.
Yes.
And then Dan and I don't have to change driving positions driving the truck because we're all the same height.
We're all the same length. We're all the same leg length.
Yeah. We're all the 5'9" to 5'10", you know, stocky build. Did Hoovie ever get
white
hitched?
Did he marry her?
I thought they were engaged, maybe. I don't know. Honestly, I don't pay too much attention to the drama side of YouTube, but
Yeah.
I should, I guess, because he's at least I would say sort of a friend. Like he's a better than YouTube acquaintance.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Magic Lube, I just had to buy some for my pool. So,
Nice.
Really?
you know,
You actually use that? That's funny.
I had to replace the gasket on the filter housing.
Is that Porsche 356 you had for sale? So it's Josh's. It's a replica. It's not a real one. And as he said, everything's for sale for the right price. So it's currently not listed for sale. If you really wanted it,
But send an email.
right? If you really,
Sales
really
it.
wanted it,
Have a
he-
conversation with Josh.
he probably would consider selling it, but he doesn't really want to sell it.
Oh God!
The Magic 2 almost
I'm
exploded.
glad I have AC in my garage now.
Right? It's O-ring lube. Okay.
That,
Okay.
that, I had to replace the ring for the filter housing. So
I've never used it, so I'm first in line for what?
Dan's O-ring or Fred's
Dan's O-ring
lube.
For the Magic Lube dispensed by Fred? Are you sure? Where are you going? We are going to Pittsburgh tomorrow. You can use the Parker Lube, but it's expensive. Fred has
always
these-
use the cheap lube.
He's always got these quips.
You have to ask.
Yeah, right. So Fred needs to meet Hugh. Actually, more importantly, Hugh needs to be met by Fred.
Yeah.
And that was very intentional wording. The Chiron will finally catch the Rimac on a 3-mile drag race. I mean, honestly, this sounds terrible as a car person, but I really don't care about the Chiron or the Rimac or the Koenigsegg. Because, they're orders of magnitude out of bounds.
Yeah.
Right, you never be able to own it.
Yeah.
I can appreciate the technical part of the Rimac being electric
It's
car,
cool. But
and I do like the Koenigsegg's tech,
the tech is neat. But,
especially the
to me,
transmission.
I don't pay any attention to them because,
I'll never own it. Could
It's-
never own it.
if I sold everything I have,
Could never own
I still couldn't buy it. So I don't care.
And that's true, but I say you talk about channels and those kind of cars that I usually ignore if anybody's doing anything or buying or
Yeah.
whatever. But I do love, was it Nico Rosberg's?
Oh yeah.
His channel, and he has his cars. They're his. He's buying them. He's driving them. He does an awesome job. You watch any of those new ones?
Yeah.
Every
So
time he gets one,
the
he just got
vintage-
the Mercedes one.
So unfortunately, the
The
Vintage
Rimac
Grand
videos.
Prix, we're going this coming Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, which from what I understand is not the full-on Vintage Grand Prix races, which happen the following weekend. So we're a week early, but we're still doing stuff. Drag race, dude, you're drunk. Who's drunk? I had to botch at Dan for over a year to get it. He finally did. What are you talking about?
Bitch it, Dan.
Bitch? Bitch at Dan?
To get rid of the magic lube. That Mark said, Dan, you got rid of the magic lube in the credits, and he was sad. So Fred
Someone
was
was
saying-
sad that I got rid of it?
So Fred was saying no, he had to bitch at you for a year to get rid of it.
You asked me to put it there.
And then you asked him to take it off.
You sent me the picture of you holding the magic loop to put.
But he sent it drunk, and then when he was sober, he wanted it removed.
That's entirely probable. I can't confirm or deny this, but it's likely.
It's like
Yeah. Any new thoughts on the ZR1? Yeah, I want one. It looks badass.
Yeah.
I don't want. Did they announce pricing? We didn't see anything. We
I
were Googling furiously for pricing. It sounds like it's going to be probably like $250,000, and that's not including markups. So
Yeah,
$300,000 for a Corvette that's going to be worth $100,000 in a couple of years.
Well, can't be a. You're only going to pay extra because you're the first. It's not because it's going to be limited,
Right.
right?
Right. Well, they
the
produce
ZR1
less ZRs
they
than.
will do less ZR1.
Well, so it's interesting because the C6 ZR1 currently is like right around $100,000, which is punching
Crazy.
above its weight.
Yeah, crazy.
Way above
For a
its weight.
C6.
The C7 ZR1s are like $150,000, which to me is absurd because it's ugly.
Yeah, and the
But the performance is outrageous, right?
C7 or with the Z06 or Z07 package on it, and the C7 is big money.
Yeah, they're like $175,000, which is for a Corvette, and that's over MSRP used.
How many though?
I don't know the
Pretty
numbers.
limited.
I want to say it's a couple thousand.
Surely they're going to crank these out in this new one, though.
I mean, they would.
Think
It would
at
make
some
sense.
point you want
If
like
if,
Chevy
if Chevy
like
didn't
that.
care about like the resale and just cared about making money, they should.
They put a lot of.
Hugh says it's 150 in 4 years.
Milk the black.
I mean,
It's not gonna change.
It's the best ZR1 they've ever made.
I would say I think in 4 years it'll still be $200,000.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think it'll still be $200,000. What do we think about the 12 Cylindre? I'm not in love with it.
I want to see it in person.
Yes.
In pictures, it looks weird, but I want to see it in person.
What's each of you guys' everyday drive? A Dodge, or sorry, it's a Ram 2500. Stop calling it Dodge.
I have a Land Rover Defender.
No ZR1 has dropped below original MSRP. Not sure that's true, but it's a
C6, definitely.
C4.
C4. Did they make a ZR1 C4? I didn't know.
Yeah, it's horrible.
No, so.
It's got a
It's
Mercruiser
got the-
boat engine.
Oh, that's
you
not-
mean
okay,
the old-
yeah.
yeah.
It's literally from
Mercury
a boat.
made it.
It's like, it'd be a great idea? Let's take a really heavy boat engine and throw it in a car.
Oh, so Hugh, we were talking about this at dinner. Yes, it's the best modern version of the 458 platform,
What is?
the C8.
Mhm.
And all the
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
they're doing.
We said,
Yeah,
like,
we were talking about that.
so, everyone knows Chevrolet took and they bought multiple 458s and they reverse engineered it. They literally took them apart and said, this is what we need to make.
Yeah.
And so they did. And
This is what a good car is.
it's a modern mass production version of the 458, which the 458 is my all-time favorite car. So therefore, the C8 is a pretty damn good car. Chevy killed it.
Yeah.
Like flat out, they killed it. They did a really good job.
Yeah.
There's no way that anyone could drive that car and not say it's a good car and it's amazing value.
Value for what you get.
Especially now that the prices finally have come back to reality.
Yeah.
Like,
And the more models that they do, the base model, which is still a fantastic car,
right.
is now becoming
Dude,
reasonable.
I saw one on the wholesale market for $50,000 something. 50. There is
Car for
not.
50.
I can't think of too many other cars at $50,000
That gives you that.
that do that much performance. That is insane value. I can't wait to find one at $35,000 and turn into a track rat.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Beat the tar out of it.
Just, and then you're like, oh no, I broke it. Whatever. I'll go to Napa. I'm an Urus guy. Ew. Who the hell likes the Urus? C6 and C701s hold your value very well. Agreed. C8 will be the same. I think so. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah, we'll stay at
there's a
200.
high probability.
That made it worse.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Tyro's Classic is interesting. Sometimes he's a little dry, but he's
I've never seen it.
He's a British guy that works on supercars.
So Dan, the ban that GT4 then sell it. Think of the what?
Dean.
Okay,
Daniel?
Hugh, stop smoking pot. Rewrite that.
Yeah.
I don't understand what you're saying.
He's saying the GT4, the aftermarket, like the Hennessy guy for the GT4 is Demand, Rick Demand.
Oh.
He makes a 4.25 and a 4.5 liter motor
Oh.
for it.
Oh shit! Look who
Oh.
joined.
Oh.
Late, but there.
Hey,
What's up?
What is up?
Not much.
How has it been raining balls at the shop? lately?
It rained for like an hour today.
Okay. Any flooding?
It looks windy.
A little bit. It's a little windy. They said it's supposed to rain a little more, so we'll see.
Okay.
The lake came up like 5 feet in one day, though.
Already?
Holy cow.
I saw
I
that
can look out my
predicting 10
window.
feet.
I can look out my window right here and see the difference in the lake. It's crazy.
That's awesome.
that's good.
Yeah.
Needed it bad.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully there's more rain coming because it needs it desperately.
Yeah. So what are we talking about? How is the dragon?
Dude, okay. Hello, Allison. I've concluded you have no choice. We are going to come back to the Dragon next year, and we're not
Okay.
gonna host a tour. We're just gonna say, hey, we're gonna be at this hotel on these days. Book it at your own leisure, and
Yeah.
then feel free to join us.
And if we have enough, this place will rent the whole place out to us.
There's 17 rooms at this place, and it's
Nice.
perfect. It's perfect because it has space for a truck and trailer,
Several trucks. And
several trucks and trailers. Because I know, like, if we really do this, people are going to trailer in.
Yeah.
And it's like
There's barbecue pits.
there's barbecue pits. There's like a pavilion. It's got a pool
Nice.
table.
Yeah.
Like so.
Is the place pretty reasonable? Is it cheap?
Yeah, it's only like 200 something. So this big suite, which has 3 beds, is only 200 something a night.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cheap.
Yeah, it's pretty
So
reasonable.
how much is your
I
room?
think we had a king size room. I think it was like 150 a night.
150 a night. That's cheap as hell.
Oh yeah.
We're 10 minutes
Yeah.
from skirting on the Cherry Hollow Skyway.
Yeah. So we're right.
10, shit, we're
You
three.
just get to town.
Yeah. So like we're right by the Skyway. We're about 45 minutes from the start of the Dragon.
Yeah, hour and a half.
From the reverse way.
If you go reverse,
Oh, yeah.
The
sorry.
the question I have is how is the Spider RS on those roads?
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Steve and I got to Carrie let us drive it, and
Oh,
Yeah.
how is it?
uh,
Damn it, you
it's
guys
a little
suck. I
fast.
want to drive that car.
it makes you. It's so confidence inspiring. It makes you feel like you're a way better
Yeah.
driver than you are.
Yeah.
Way better.
Steve, what
It's
car did
actually
you bring?
McLaren-esque.
Yeah, a little bit.
What car
Oh,
did
you
you
picked
bring,
up a-
Steve?
I'm picking up a 2024 C8 tomorrow. So glad to hear your positive thoughts about it. Yeah, they're awesome cars. They really are. Really, really good cars. Super fun, good value, comfortable, reliable, powerful. Zero. We didn't see a single cop once we hit the Dragon.
Yeah, once we hit the Dragon, there was 2 cops through
In
town,
right?
Yeah, when we're going through town, we
and
saw
it
some
was
cops.
like, oh, this is a bad omen. There's gonna be cops everywhere, and
None.
0.
Nice.
And then traffic, there was, because of the rain, almost no traffic.
Yeah.
Like we went to like some
Hey,
of the
Cheryl.
we were stopped at like what's it called,
Killboy,
Killboy
Hub 20, Hub 129.
Hub 120. There was 4 cars in the parking lot.
Yeah.
That's it. It was like, holy
Yeah,
crap. When we stopped at the big sign that's like, Tell the Dragon, not a single car in the parking lot.
So we need to go during the week then, is
Yeah.
what you're saying
During
too.
the-
Always
week, for
no matter
sure.
what.
For sure during the week. And honestly, you almost want to come when it's going to rain and then time it that you come like just after the rain. Because then
Yeah, 'cause it
almost
cleans the
none of the
road or something?
motorcycles were out there.
Okay.
Because they don't want to go when it's raining. Like, they're all
Yeah.
Yeah, they got spoiled today.
Yeah, it was really good. It was really fun.
There's a lot of runs that you'll do that a motorcycle will pass you in a corner on a double yellow and about take your outside mirror off.
That's scary. Yeah.
Just blow by you.
Damn.
Do you like it better than the Colorado roads?
Just different.
It's different.
They're both equally awesome. This is very slow, very twisty, right? So, arguably, I was in the wrong car.
Yeah.
Like this.
Well,
this
yeah,
is-
you need a low power like
Yes.
fun car like a Miata or something like that.
yeah,
Probably to
a
really have
momentum
fun
car would be way more fun
Yeah,
than the GT40. The
what I've heard.
GT40 is a high powered, like wants to go 150 car. So I have worked out today.
yeah.
I sweat hard.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't
but it's-
get an answer. What car did Steve bring?
Oh,
The Super G.
Nice.
which did really well.
It did.
I mean, just basically pop in second gear and just go.
You go.
Yeah.
Nice.
A Miata would be a little underpowered. Like
Yeah.
an M2 would be awesome.
Ooh, yeah,
Okay.
that would be great. I could see an M3.
Yeah, M3.
How about an
like-
S2000?
Heck yeah.
It would be pretty fun.
It'd
VTEC.
probably be pretty good.
It'd be pretty
That's
good.
what I would. Yeah. that'd
Nice
be-
Lotus.
Yeah. Hugh asked how many corners. What is it? 300?
300, yeah, 300 something in 11 miles.
11 miles.
Yeah. It's nonstop.
Non-stop. There's barely any
Oh.
straights.
I'm
And
bummed I
it's,
didn't
it's
go.
all camber stuff too. Like you're
Well,
constantly.
There's like camber corners. There's off-camber corners.
Yeah.
There's sweepers. There's hairpins. I mean, it's everything.
There's hairpins that keep going. You're like, Jesus Christ, have I done a full circle
has-
yet?
it has- it has decreasing radius turns. It has, I mean, it's had
Oh, yeah.
everything.
Uphill, downhill.
Uphill, downhill. Yeah, it's crazy. It's
And it can really play tricks on you because if you say you run it 6 times in a day, you start to kind of remember sections really well. But some of those are so similar, you think you're on a different one. All of a sudden,
Yeah.
it'll cut right,
Yeah.
it'll freak you out.
oh yeah. Is that the churro?
Terra Hall
That's what we
Skyway?
drove,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's what we drove.
So we got super lucky. We were driving that back to town, and we drove it. I'm gonna say 80% of the way, or maybe even 90% of the way,
no traffic.
before we
Never
finally
got a car.
caught up to some
Yeah,
cars.
100%
So
empty.
we were hauling ass.
Yeah.
I mean,
70s were
That was where the GT40 did great. That was like,
I tell
perfect.
you were gonna like that. You didn't have to.
oh yeah,
you
no,
know,
because
overdo it.
the problem with the GT40 is the steering's so heavy. When you do these hairpins, I would have to constantly reposition my steering. So like you can't just keep it at 10 and 2 because you're turning it more than more than 90 degrees. So your hand's hitting your knees because it's so tight. So I'd have to reposition over here to turn it like this.
Yeah. As a passenger, you had to like
Yeah,
tuck
yeah.
the arm in so that Dan had room.
Actually,
to,
you had it down.
yeah, you
dude,
slid down.
Steven like scooched down, put his feet way down on the well, and like plugged into the side of it. And I don't know, you had something up there.
I had Tyler's rain jacket tucked behind my head as like a pillow because I was hitting my head against the back of the thing, and I was just scooched down, and I just pulled myself away, so he had all the arm movement.
Oh, dude, it was great. As soon as you did that, I'm like, dude, I'm free to play.
So
I should have taken a picture of you.
by the time you got on the Skyway, your arms were jelly.
Oh, dude,
So like that last hour was actually
I'm not even kidding.
recovery time.
My arms seriously were going numb. It was so hard, constantly turning.
Oh,
Yeah.
my car. Like, my arms would burn. Like I'd get out of the car and be like, "Oh my
you
god!"
gotta enjoy
Like
some
it's like you'd done arm press for like 30 minutes straight.
Because he had a little taste of it being
It was nuts.
And then it went back to being tight again.
Oh yeah. Are you guys in a trailer? No, we're in
Sweet.
a suite.
Yeah.
It's actually quite nice.
Yes.
It's concrete floors, but
It's,
whatever.
it's a basement suite.
It's a basement suite.
Question about 430s and 458s. Well, 458.
No,
does
they
not
don't.
make the transmission.
They don't stall. It'll just go into neutral.
Yeah.
No, the 720 holds the fastest car down the Dragon. Apparently, we learned that today.
Oh yeah, we saw pictures of it. I mean,
It
I-
destroyed the front splitter, but
I would say any
It's on the wall.
Any-
because it's
It's
on the wall.
It's signed on on the wall.
Any sports car is going to be fun at the Dragon.
Yes.
It's just certain cars would do better. So, like for the GT40, it was difficult because you're basically in second gear at an RPM that's lower than the engine wants to be. So the engine's bucking and the steering's extremely heavy. So it was just difficult. But like, I could see a 430 would be awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because you'd be second, third gear, back and forth, shifting all the time. So you get
Yeah.
all that noise. You know, you'd be stringing it out to like 7,000
And the
RPMs.
430 corner is better than the Super G because of the four-wheel drive. It's very heavy in the corners.
Yeah, yeah. I would say the Super G is a bit more effort. to
Yeah,
get around
it's
the
pretty
corner.
heavy.
You're running it.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
pretty
You're
heavy.
running it through the corners.
But if
I
you
can see
drove a
that.
couple different things, it sounds good. But like when I drive my 458 here, I feel like it's just humongous.
Oh yeah.
You get back in the Spider, and it just feels tiny as can be. So you see guys hammering through there in like a 987, just having a ball because they don't need that much more motor, and they can just kill it. Sometimes they can just run away from it. It's just nuts.
Yeah.
And those guys that have them set up, live here close, come all the time. Oh my gosh, you can't tell.
There's
Yeah.
an MR2 out there today. So.
How
Would
about
you-
what do you think a slower Porsche like a base Cayman or something would do pretty good?
There was a
Pretty
couple
good.
of those out today, and they were having a ball.
I think like a 987 Cayman manual.
Yeah.
Kill it.
Yeah.
Sport cut twos on it.
Daniel, I bought a McLaren without a warranty. Sure. It's got its ups and downs.
Would you? Depends on the McLaren and the miles.
Yeah, it
and-
depends on the
There's a lot of what ifs.
Yeah, there's a lot to.
How close are you to a dealer?
Yeah. What's your budget?
It's your budget. How much do you have? To
What's your
maintain
tolerance
it?
for pain?
And do you know the history of the car and what has been replaced? Because there's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff that if it got replaced, then it's solid after.
Yeah.
Oh, what swag? Where's our swag?
We didn't get stuff at the Deals Gap. We got it at Killjoy. Or no,
No,
not
it was
Killjoy.
at first place.
First choice.
Pumpkin.
We had a pee.
Pumpkin Center.
So, admittedly, we bought shit because I had to take a piss, and it said you can't use the restroom unless you buy something. So I'm like, I'm buying some shit.
It said if you came here to use the restroom, you're going to be disappointed.
Yeah. I was like, fuck it, I have to pee so bad. I will buy something to get to go use the restroom. Oh yeah, there you go. Dude, this is going on the wall, Josh.
Nice.
I think you should put this on the GT40 to sell it.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
I mean, what's called?
Oh, my whatchamacallit, my backup. It's still there.
It's a little melted.
Someone
dude,
asked about my 430. It's a basket case still.
No.
It's got issues that can't figure out. So I've got to pull the transmission
we'll
out
get
again.
it fixed. It's just
Oh,
gonna
you
take.
are
I know.
We're gonna have to pull it again.
All right.
On what?
What's,
His 430.
what's messing up?
The clutch is.
Oh,
not-
it's doing a really weird thing where the clutch is not fully disengaging when you press the pedal down. So it won't go into first or second gear when you're stopped.
You
Yeah.
said that you finally got it bled properly.
Yeah, it's bled.
I bled it
We
5
bled it
bottles
like
of brakes.
Probably 2 liters of oil.
Really?
And
Something you got for sale?
it just no, it's
No,
his
it's
car.
his car.
Joshua?
Yeah. his
Oh,
car.
okay.
He bought that gray, the gunmetal gray one with the.
Really nice spec.
Yeah, it's really cool spec.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we did a
what's the-
conversion on it and put it back together, and it's not driving right. So
It's
Figure it out.
unhappy.
it's not
You
happy.
replaced
It sounds amazing though because we put that
It's like,
titanium.
Dude, that's all
exhaust
sounds.
That was so good.
stupid. It's stupid.
Yeah. Is that your accountant? Yeah, actually. Well, that reminds me, I gotta ask you a few questions.
We can write the script.
I gotta ask you some questions.
I forgot. I had a few things. The IRS sent me some letters.
They do that.
I know. I don't.
They like that. Keeps them busy.
It's not the clutch pedal. It's the clutch pack. Okay.
Well, we had the clutch rebuilt by
Oh.
GTE, and that dude
Did you-
swears that it's correct.
Did you eat at the Poco Tavern? Yes.
We did.
We did. It was,
Today for lunch.
For lunch.
wow. That's a. Well, the food was pretty good.
It was okay.
I mean, we just had appetizers, but the scenery
The
was
scenery.
I say, For
We sat there for like an hour after we ate, just enjoying the scenery. It was so pretty. Josh, dude, the scenery out here.
I know. I was just there. I was just in Gatlinburg like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, dude, there was this stretch
Beautiful
that
out
we
there.
did that like the ivy was just it was every tree, every like it was like a fairyland, you know. It was just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Y'all, yeah, we're from Texas. So he already knows how tall are you going to ride up this trip? How y'all? Oh, okay, yeah. There's the y'all. Yeah. Of course he knows we're gonna ride up. Yes, this is a business trip. Believe it or not, it is.
that is true.
Trying to sell a car.
We're trying to sell a car.
Write-off doesn't stop you from losing money. It just helps with the taxes. That's how write-offs work.
Write-off means you lost money.
I did the Tail of the Dragon 7 years ago. Rode our Harleys from Long Island.
Oh, cool.
Had a blast. A lot of accidents. Ooh, over
Yeah.
there. I could see
Yeah.
where people get way too enthusiastic and just they don't know what they're doing or something.
Well, with those turns, it sounds like if you've got bad tires or bad alignment.
Yeah,
or
bad
something,
tires, shit in the road, lose concentration.
Yeah, like you this
Hell, there was-
318 turns.
Dude, there was a few times where like I was like, oh, I need to like do something, and I stopped paying attention to the road. And I came back, and all of a sudden the corner was there,
Yeah.
and I'm like on the brakes. I'm like, oh shit!
You get disoriented quick.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, it was.
Back and forth,
It was.
back and forth, back and forth.
I mean, it's a you have to be focused. Like you don't. If you go with the passenger, make sure the passenger shuts the fuck up.
Yeah.
You guys, by the way,
It's not like a rally. It's not like a rally driver. Rally driver where you have your
No.
co-pilot telling you where
Yeah.
to turn.
well, yeah, right.
60, right 3, onto gravel.
Yeah.
That sounds like the way to do that.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
Last-
have
But they'd
somebody
never
that
shut
really-
up. They'd just be constantly saying.
You have someone go with you that knows every single turn and how fast you can go into it, and they just
Well.
tell you as you drive it. You just drive the hell out of it.
Yeah. That's what we just follow Gary.
Yeah, we follow. When we could follow.
Yeah, when we could.
Yeah,
when
well,
he didn't
when we could
disappear into the Netherlands. Yeah,
Last year I was here,
that was good.
and when I was between corners at the Tail of the Dragon, there was one car in front of me, and we were kind of between corners on a little bit of the straightaway, so you could look ahead. And I saw coming around the corner, in front of the car in front of me, the car came and drove straight off the side. So they're
Oh,
watching.
damn.
Oh man.
Drove straight off the side.
How long did it take you to catch up to that green GT3?
Not really.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, I don't think he was pushing
I
it.
was like, oh, we got to get in pictures together. Let's go.
As soon as he drove by, I was like, I wonder how long it's going to take me to catch him.
That was my goal.
Yep.
Then he pulled over.
And then he pulled
Yeah,
over,
he was
and
like-
then we passed, and I'm like, I guess Gary caught him.
Yeah. That's exactly
I
what
meant
I
to
said.
pull over.
Well, he was up behind me, and then he disappeared. And he's like, oh, he either turned around, but then he showed
Showed up
back
at the
up.
gas station.
So he pulled off
kept
because he was like,
pulling
that
off
cars
and
were
pulling
going
off.
slow. He's like, I'm just gonna get behind him and race up. It was a smart way to do it.
How much do you charge to convert a 430? It starts at $20,000. Oh, Josh just posted that. Right as I said that.
Yep.
I keep hearing the clicking.
Nothing clicking here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't hear anything.
Are you going to release video of driving the tail? Yes. So I admittedly figured out what I'm going to do, but I just did a ton of raw video of the tail.
Yeah. I have some handheld. We did mounted shot.
So I did some vloggy style stuff. I had I probably have an hour plus of just driving the dragon.
I wish that last run we
I don't know.
got out and got him driving by.
Yeah, that would have been good.
Would've been good.
You were
There's
dead,
plenty of
though.
pullouts we could've-
Well,
Yeah.
that was what I wanted to do with when you were driving by, but I was like too lazy to get out of the GT40 because it takes so much effort.
to get back in.
Yes.
I was
And
getting
you
good
were
at
tired
it
at
towards
that
the
point.
end.
Right. Oh, we did find a flaw in the GT40. So this is the longest consistent period of time I've driven that
8
car.
hours, 8 plus.
8+ hours in a single day. plus
in a high humid
plus high
environment.
humidity and rain. So we found out that the AC lines, the condenser lines, run through the center console, just like the coolant lines. Well, the AC lines must not be insulated because they're condensing water, and water was flooding into the passenger compartment, and the seats were soaking it up.
Oh
And so-
shit!
So our butts were getting wet, and at first we thought it was just the rain because it was raining.
Because you kind of have to sit on the gas tank to get out.
Yeah, like so you're bumping up against the car, you're getting wet. You're like, oh, okay, wet. But then like by the end of the day, I'm like, it's not raining anymore. And then finally, I had no passenger, so I'm starting to pat the seat while I'm driving, and I'm like, there's no way, something's up. And
Yeah.
we figured out that
But it started for me. It started on this side, so it's closest to the.
So
condenser.
you just need to insulate the lines, and it should
we need to
fix
insulate
it,
those
right?
lines. Exactly. That's exactly what I said. Yep.
I'm surprised they're not insulated, especially running next to coolant lines.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. It's a. I mean, they don't really have another choice of where to put them.
It wasn't originally where they're making it work because they weren't originally.
Right. There was no AC
Right.
originally. Yep.
Yeah.
Jock would have loved it. He needs to go next time. No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jocko needs to come.
Definitely Jocko.
Jocko would have a great time. Any chicks? There's one over there.
Yeah.
Hi.
Are you a chick or a chica?
I'm a chica.
There you go.
Chica. We have a chica. Does that count? Yeah, we're gonna film the GT40 reunion, which reminds me I gotta charge my batteries tonight.
Yeah.
Before
I got 2 charged.
send it back to Super
There you
Performance.
go. We can bitch at the rep over there.
Yeah, actually, you know what? If I run into a Super Performance rep, I'm gonna say, hey, here's a design flaw.
Yeah. Does anyone drive these cars for more than 2 hours? Because
I don't think they have.
No.
They do.
Probably not. That honestly, that may have been the most a GT40 Super Performance car has been used in a
Yeah.
single day.
oh,
We got pictures of it dirty, like a proper race
oh,
car.
yeah.
dude,
it
it's-
looks so good.
It looks so good.
It looks like a
Nice.
proper race car today. It's gnarly. It is disgusting. Funny enough, I've had to load all sorts of cars into my trailer for hauling. That car is super easy to load. Like you were just like a couple
Because it's small.
it's tiny.
Well, the door opens.
And the
Yeah.
door clears
clears
the
the side door.
it clears the
of trailer.
side door.
Yeah,
So you can drive it
clears
in
the
and get
fender.
out.
So all I have to do is drive it right in and just swing the door open and I'm up. Jocko!
Yeah, Jocko.
Jocko!
Jocko, you need to come to the Tail of Dragon.
Yeah.
You would love it.
When we all do it next year.
Yes. No, we will. Like I said, I will
Definitely do
100%. This is easy. Josh and I are just going to find a date and book a hotel.
And then you can come by my house afterwards or before.
Dan has a load.
No, Dan's turning up his batteries to film some tail. Cheers to that.
All right. Well done. Yes, Jocko, you were brought up multiple times today because we were saying how much you would enjoy this and how much we would enjoy seeing you enjoy this.
And how much you'd want a cocktail.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's about time for a cocktail.
Yeah. That was brought up a lot. So you have no choice. You are coming.
The pista, Jocko.
Oh, pizza. Oh my god.
The pista.
It's almost too much car.
It's too much. It is too much car, but that's his car
Mm-hmm.
for you. I mean, you could do it for a
The SF90 would be overkill.
Oh, totally way over. Isetta. Bring Isetta.
I was thinking Medino.
Yeah, I think
Dude, that would be awesome.
the grade ups. I don't think you could. Make
Oh, probably not.
I don't think you could make.
Someone
it
needs
up.
to check the those websites for
I'm
pictures.
trying right now. I can't get on. You guys are on it. In the
Like bandwidth.
Are we killing the bandwidth?
Killing web and
Oops.
we have to find the pictures.
How is it compared to Dragon Slayer?
So, well, Jocko,
What is
remember,
that?
I got lost and didn't get on Dragon Slayer because of that little snafu with the Lambos. So I can't compare it directly to it, but And it seems to be even tighter than what we did in Kentucky. It's good.
So it's better than.
It's very good. You'll love it.
Tennessee to, I mean, you go Tennessee, North Carolina.
Yeah. You can go into Georgia.
If you really go south.
But if you're here for a week, you might as well.
Yeah. I guess that would be the thought is like, that's the other thing. If we say we're here from here to here, some people might only want to stay a day. Some people can stay 2 days.
You can do whatever you want.
Right.
It really gives a lot of
I
flexibility.
think that's the way to do
And
it.
it
So
takes pressure off.
obviously we'll try and find a day that like a lot of the crew is available.
Yeah.
And just be like, that's the days we're going. And so book your shit. You're on your own. And we'll try and make it so that, like the thought was instead of us saying, hey, we're going to drive this route every day and here's the planned path and here's where we're eating and here's blah, 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 whatever. Instead, we'll just say, hey, each morning you say, hey, I'm going to go drive this road and this road. Anyone want to join me? Great.
Yep.
That's it.
Radios to channel 18. Oh, nice.
Mhm.
You got some pictures.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're up.
They're up?
Oh. Did you make the featured?
What?
Did you make the featured?
I don't know.
Is there somebody there that takes pictures somewhere along
There's
the way?
like 5
Yeah.
places that
Three
take
different-
pictures.
Yeah. 3 different companies, 5 stands.
Damn.
My phone's trying.
I didn't go because
I'm on
I
foot.
wanted to stay here and
Yeah.
keep an eye on everything. And I was just up there like 3 weeks ago.
Dying.
Turn our beer.
Do you need some more liquid to wash it out? Let me see.
Great.
Oh,
shit, look at
this.
Oh damn, that's a great picture.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
That's
you
cool.
buy
Oh,
that.
yeah, it's gonna be some good ones.
Damn, we're going to spend a bunch of money.
Yeah, there's gonna be some pictures.
You're gonna get some signs with those.
Dude.
Right, we have to get signs made up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, they will make
Custom.
a
Custom
custom
metal.
sign that's like whatever picture you want, and then like Tail of the Dragon, like kind of like a license plate
Lambo
frame.
versus the tail.
Yeah, it's cool.
They do.
See, Deuce.
Anybody want another?
No, not quite yet. Excuse me. Yeah, it's pretty. This made the trip worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether or not the GT40 reunion sucks or not, I'm already happy.
Well, so we were talking about this. This drive probably made you less. If this car doesn't sell, you're gonna be less upset.
Yeah. Right.
If the car doesn't sell, I'm just gonna keep it.
Yeah, because you
Oh,
kind of
100%.
like fell in love with it even more.
Dude, this made me absolutely love my GT40. Like, I already thought it's the most. It's already the coolest car and the car I've loved the most I've ever owned. And after driving it today, I'm like, yeah.
We ripped some scrape guards off.
Oh, dude, yeah, I tore. We
Look at that.
two scrape guards got ripped off on the bottom of the car.
It's a good picture.
Nice.
Yeah, straight cars did not do well against the tail.
No, the tail won the
But
battle.
they did their job. So
Hey, yeah, they did their job. They stayed there until they got ripped off. But
Sacrifice.
sacrificial scrape guards, I'll have to put some back on when I get home.
So would diffuser on a lowered Ferrari get fucked up there?
Oh, maybe.
yeah, lowered one probably.
Yeah, if you were driving a lowered Ferrari, you would definitely
So
scrape.
keep a separate keep a dragon extra dragon diffuser. One that gets
Yeah.
scratched
Yeah,
up and
swap one
throw it on
out.
the car.
They
Yeah.
actually had just repaid most of it, and they did a really good job. It was only
The Dragon itself, I didn't scrape a single. Well,
No, that's not true. Those
no, some of
steep
those
camber-
super high camber turns, the GT40 would scrape the inside corner because it was so banked that the
Yeah.
car would like lean down into it. But the Dragon itself, they just repaved and it was
It's
like
beautiful.
butter.
Yeah.
The
The
biggest,
rest of the roads.
some of the other roads, especially in North Carolina,
The dam was rough.
the dam was rough. There was some other stuff where we scraped some harder stuff.
You gonna make it?
What's the asking price for the GT while there?
well dirty.
Yeah.
I mean, same price it is when it's not there.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't get a discount because it's physically close. Okay, you don't have to pay shipping.
You save on shipping.
Congratulations.
You can fly up there and drive it home.
Yeah. So you're telling me it's a bucket list drive? I would say so.
Yes. Yes.
Definitely.
If you're a car enthusiast, yes.
Or motorcycle.
So Hugh, when we do this drive next year,
Get your ass out of Canada.
make sure your passport's up to date.
Stop smoking pot
Yeah.
for a couple days.
I don't know about what
How
the
do you-
Swiss finger is.
I don't know what that is.
There's the
Swiss
green,
Goldfinger?
Green one.
yeah.
What was that?
What's the green? What was it?
Oh, there's the
yeah.
GT3. There you go.
That's a cool color. I like that green.
Oh, the lizard green.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not lizard green. That's
It was signal green.
Signal. That's what
yeah,
I said.
signal green.
How come I know the Porsche color better than you Porsche people?
Not
Careful.
a Porsche person.
I only see yellow.
But I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed.
In Australia, the GT40 would be twice as much. Dude, everything's twice as much in Australia. It's
a
crazy.
can of Dr. Pepper's $14. So
I don't understand that.
broke MFer in Australia,
that's everyone is.
which sucks because I would love to live there.
New Zealand.
Except for the
yeah.
the giant spider.
I guess I could like try and talk to my neighbor, my former neighbor, and see if we get some hookup in
Talk to
New Zealand.
Kent,
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's got dual citizenship.
man.
Yeah. Anyway. You guys have 7 minutes. Get your questions in.
Don't be sorry, Jocko. You haven't missed it yet. It's happening next year.
don't
Next year, Jocko.
This was so last minute. Like,
Yeah.
don't worry about it, dude. Like,
The fact that I'm even here is crazy. Like,
Yeah,
work
dude.
just happened to.
I was convinced I was gonna be driving that drive alone, and then when you were like, "Oh yeah, maybe I'll come," I'm like, "Please, please, 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 please."
Yeah.
Oh shit!
That's
That
not
looks- I'm gonna be buying that one.
Yeah. Nice.
That
Nice.
came out good. God damn,
Some good ones.
that's awesome. Why did you pick that and not a 911 yellow Porsche Counting Man?
Carrie's a mid-engine guy.
mid-engine, man.
Yeah.
I'll take that over 911 too.
Yeah.
Honestly, the balance.
It's fantastic.
It's got the same engine as a 911 GT3 RS.
What? And
It-
it's
it
in
is
the right
lighter.
place.
It's lighter and it's in the proper position. That seems like a win-win-win to me.
I don't know why anybody argues against
The only thing I don't like is the convertible.
But then you get a Cayman.
the
Right.
GT4
I would get the
RS.
GT4 RS. Honestly, I think I would take that over a 911 GT3 RS.
I would.
The new version of it.
Motors in the right place.
It was epic.
Oh, you got something good?
Oh, that's great too.
What is it?
That's the shot with the.
Oh,
that's
oh,
nice
it went
line
away.
up there.
Damn it.
Ooh, look how bright that one got.
It's nice and low too.
There.
Get that.
Yeah, we got a lot of. We took a lot of pictures.
Yeah.
I have
Oh,
my 458
okay.
on
So,
and it's
for-
all our-
here you go. You might have some opinions on this.
What?
430 12C manual 355 Super G.
Manual 355 is out of the picture.
Yeah, I wouldn't do the
Yeah.
355.
No. The
The
rest is hard.
12C. If you played with it a little bit, tuned it, I was really impressed with Alex's 12C.
They're
Like,
fast.
Really impressed.
They're
with
very, very fast.
it. To the point where it's almost indistinguishable with Tyler's 650S. And then cheap, so you get a lot for that. If you want a DCT, the 430 is SMG. That's great.
Yeah.
So, or you can get a 430 manual. So, like a 430 manual, if you want 3-pedal car, that's the car. If I had to pick
Nice.
430 over Super G, I would pick the 430. To be honest, it's just a little more refined, and
Yeah.
if you can get it in 3 pedals, then it's night and day. Take it.
I would say 3-pedal 430 over Super G, yes.
Yes.
Regular 430 over Super G, questionable.
Ooh.
Questionable because it's a Super G.
Right.
If it was a straight Gallardo, then
Right.
Straight Grotto, yes.
If
Like,
it's a Scud, I'd take the Scud over.
Scud
the Super
over
G.
all.
Yeah.
I would take the Scud over. Honestly, now that I've had that Scud for a long time, I think I'd take it over the 458. I kind of concluded.
Yeah.
But the McLaren is you get some performance.
It's a lot.
It's probably the best value to money.
It's the best performance value per month.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
It's,
Over
it's,
long
it's way
ownership
more. It's
or the initial purchase price.
no now.
Both.
Current price.
Current price.
And ownership
Current
cost.
price.
Well,
Well, if it's been
Everything
at
should
this
be done at
point,
this
it should be all of the things that are problematic should have been taken care of.
You know what
right?
else?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I have
right.
I have a 650.
I just joking.
And the other thing is, it's way more refined than Super G.
Are we out?
No, there's one.
There's
left.
one left. I didn't drink it. That's why I switched to gin.
Oh, God.
I told you to buy the 16 pack.
Hey, who hasn't drank? Can we have to send someone out for alcohol?
I
Okay.
might
I
have to.
drive any of those cars.
Oh, shit. We have a problem. Houston, I don't think there's a
Oh,
Uber.
poor guys.
I know,
You had to
right?
roll out in 7 hours.
This is what you're looking forward to next year.
Right?
Only would be better
Everything
prepared.
closes here at 8 p.m.
Dude, it is
it's
like
super hard to get used to.
ghost town.
Yeah.
First world problem.
Dude, okay, when we were driving up here,
Oh my god.
so we had to take a back road for the last 20 miles, maybe 30.
Yeah.
Because the highway was like shut
It
down
was
or
so
fucked
shut
up.
down. We stopped for dinner thinking, oh, some accident will be cleared, and it was worse.
Yeah. So we take these back roads and we got to get gas. So I stopped for diesel at this little gas station, and it was so sketchy. So sketchy.
So sketchy.
It
Mountain
was-
Man.
Oh, dude, it was like okay. There. To be fair, there are rednecks, and I actually like most rednecks. Rednecks are good
They're
people.
genuine, yeah.
They're fun.
Yeah.
They're fun to hang out with. Rednecks are great. Then there's Mountain Man. Mountain Man is scary.
He likes
when we were on our trip, there was a few places. One of them I remember was in West Virginia. That was just like, what is happening here?
Dude,
There's definitely
like-
chainsaws hidden under the counter behind there,
yeah,
ready to
homeboy
chop
was
people
like
up.
in the gas station, no shoes, wife beater, has a knife on his belt, like dirty. Like he was like everything was stained.
playing the gambling, like
Playing the gambling,
coin
coin. Yeah,
sliders.
I was just like, yeah.
I
Yeah.
did kind of want to get some boiled peanuts, but I knew that would be bad news sitting in a car all day.
Every time I stopped to get gas, the comment was, "We don't see a Lamborghini around here much."
Yeah. I noticed the accent in some of the places we stopped was real, like serious Tennessee accent.
Yeah.
Tell us, Dan, what can go wrong? You could get murdered. That's what could go wrong.
Well,
Or kidnapped.
if you're from Canada, yeah, but Americans can have guns, so
Yeah.
you can fight back.
I mean, we're from Texas. Pew, 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 pew. Scud over
I know,
458.
Kevin, right?
Could you arrange a 458 drive for me now so I can contrast the two? Yeah,
You
actually,
haven't
I
had it.
have a 458 right now. It's a pile of shit, but we can make that happen.
Any banjo music?
Oh, there was definitely banjo music.
I think you've already said that you would take the Scud over 458,
I think so.
right? And 458 is pretty much your favorite car.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think
I wouldn't take the
for
Scud
a
over the
non-special
458.
Non-special
for a
production.
non-special production car. I think
Yeah.
458 is the best car ever made. But for like special limited production cars, I almost like the Scud more even than this 458 Speciale
Ooh,
because it's so much cheaper.
yeah, it's actually obtainable.
It's obtainable,
Yeah.
and the Speciale.
If you're gonna spend the money on a Speciale, you might as well get a Pista.
I agree.
I would take a Pista over a Speciale.
That's tough.
I agree.
That's
It
tough.
is an epic car.
Or a 765 LT.
Mm.
Got it.
I'm just
Yep.
throwing it out there.
Yeah,
I don't think it's gonna hold value though.
they
So
have.
there was a 765 that sold Give Me the VIN for 385.
Whoa,
They're
Yeah.
not holding value.
well, wholesale.
That was a $500,000 car.
It had
What
12,000 miles on it.
What was MSRP?
It was white. It was white with black
So,
interior
yeah,
with
no one wants
orange
that.
orange
Nobody
seat belt.
Normal guy.
But it was 385 for a 765 LT.
Wait, who was the guy we bought? I picked up
Mustang for you. You bought the Mustang.
Oh yeah.
You guys,
Ricky Bobby.
say that again, Josh. It's quiet. So we can hear you.
Sorry.
I don't even know what I was saying.
Something with the white 765, but
I mean, that's why it was a little cheaper, is because it was white.
yeah.
Did you?
But still,
all
that's
right,
pretty
well,
cheap for a.
The other ones are
It's already late,
Oh yeah, we're having fun now. So
Killjoy.
so our Scud's expensive to maintain. I mean,
no different.
no more
Not as
than
expensive
other
as a
430s.
new McLaren.
Yeah.
Certainly cheaper than McLaren. All right, guys, that's it. We're gonna drink and go to bed and get up early
Yeah.
tomorrow.
not together.
So, thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for those videos. I'll be editing those videos when I get back, so they probably won't be out for
5-6 days.
at least half a week or so. So, yeah. Bye.